Pickles coming to you live to show you how I'm canning my pickles and my tomatoes. Right now I got my mixture cooking on the stove over here, and so I'm about to turn it off. And then I'm gonna also come and show you how my pickles from the garden, as well as tomatoes from the garden, and everything that's all coming up together as well. Come on in, please like, subscribe, follow me on my YouTube channel as I continue to upload um, things from my garden. And sorry it's so late, but I decided I'd go ahead and do it tonight instead of waiting um, till a later time to do it or another time to do it. So come on in, please like, subscribe, follow me on my YouTube channel as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything prepped on the table and show it how to you how I got it here on the table and stuff as well. And I'm gonna turn this off. Well, not turn it off, but move it over. It's basically ready. Kind of getting you guys at a different angle. But I'm about to lay everything out, show you guys what I got from the garden itself. And you're gonna be amazed at how big the cucumbers are and these tomatoes. And this is just off the first harvest of it. I haven't actually went out and got the rest of the stuff, but this is just the first beginning of it here. So let me go ahead. I'm using Baldwin's mason jars, the one I used from Walmart last year. Bunch of them cracked, and I didn't want to go back on that route again with those guys. So kind of went out a little bit more on some cash to make sure I get the right stuff, because you kind of don't want to just have anything in your the things you're doing. So I'm gonna move everything over. And I kind of started a little ahead of everything to try to get it up a little bit better as well. I got a mixture already going over here. A little bit more space. And this is let me move this over now. Put this in. And then I'll put these. So these are the cucumbers directly out the garden here. I'm gonna wash them all up. Look how big, and look at that, man! It's just amazing. Just amazing how these are directly out of the garden. And then look at this big sucker. Wee. And look at that one. I was just blown away with the growth of these jokers. Just in this big here. These are big. Made me think about Adam and Eve when they was in the garden. And then of course I do have average size. And then of course And I actually picked these the other day. I went out there and looked around and said, "Oh Lord, ain't nothing growing." And Holy Spirit said, "Look inside." And I looked inside and seen all these beautiful cucumbers here. And that just now this is our average size cucumber compared to these suckers. But that is just from the cucumber itself. With those right there, if you notice, see how big and beautiful those jokers are. That's just those right there. And then I'm gonna pull these tomatoes out and show you these tomatoes as well. And this is gonna really trick you out on the tomatoes. You think that's something? Um, these look at them big, pretty tomatoes there. And so these are different types of tomatoes. Um, I got early girls. I got cherry tomatoes. Um, then I have the what is it? Early girls, early boys. I got big boys um, tomatoes. I got the purple state tomato, which is this one right here. It's a purple state tomato. I'm not gonna do it. Just got it over to the side. Also has a bell pepper that came out of the garden. And I'm not gonna do anything with neither one of these. I'm just gonna put these over to the side here. Um, but they are. This is a Cherokee purple state tomato here. It's the name of this one, Cherokee purple state tomato. These are big boys tomatoes here. Um, and they are also listed as state tomatoes. So these are big boys tomatoes here. And these the little ones here. These here are the cherry tomatoes here. This here, cherry tomato. And so these are Cherokee tomatoes. These are called these here are called Cherokee tomatoes. They're different ones. And then these are cherry tomatoes here as well. Put a bunch of them. And all these come directly out my garden. As well, and I've got plenty more out there. They're directly out my garden. A bunch of them turned red since I picked them. And I just picked them like a day or so ago. So they really just turned red real fast since I've been sitting them here on the table. Which is fine because um, I, they could be either one red or white. I mean red or green. These here are what you call Reuben cherry tomatoes. And they were actually, you notice they're different in size on these here, and they're different in size on this cherry tomato here. And these actually get bigger and longer than these here, and they get a little bit wider. So they actually will come out like this versus this. Yeah. And then so that's different. And then I found out last night when I was looking that there are actually over 1,500 different types of tomatoes. And so that was real educational. And so then I have a lot of the smaller ones. My brother said, "Man, they small. They're too small." And then I started telling them, well, they're different size tomato. They're different type of tomato. They're not all the same. So each one of them is a different type, and they get smaller. Like this is a cherry size. This is original cherry size tomato compared to these. And so they're different size, different texture, and they offer different things too as each one as well. And so this here, that one is turning just a little bit. It was a darker green earlier. And it's turning just a little red now. Again, all these are directly from my garden. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash all these jokers up. Actually, I've already washed the tomatoes. I gotta wash these up. I'm gonna prep this pan right here because this is my boiler for this is my cannon boiling pan here. So I had these sitting in here. So I'm actually gonna prep this. I'm gonna wash this pan up here and prep it and get it prepared. I got my stuff to put over there, and so I'm gonna get it cleaned up here second and get it prepared to set my canning jars in it. And this in here, this big pan here. I actually bought this pan from Walmart. I was canning in other pans, and I wanted to get a bigger pan. This is big enough. I'm gonna rinse it out, set it on the fire, and this is huge enough. It got a top to go to it. Got a canning jar to go. I can actually put these big canning jars here directly in there, and it'll hold a those. I have the canning jar rack for to go in. It's got a top that goes with it. It was like $28 at Walmart. Walmart Super Center, like $28 to get this here. And that's pretty cool. It will actually hold this size jar. This is a 1500 size jar here. We'll go up to 1500 liters. This is actually like this is 32. Let me get that right. This is a 64 ounce jar here. This is 64 ounces, so it'll hold a 64 ounce. Then I got 12 ounce. I got a 8 ounce, and then I also have my regular 4 ounce cups. So I'm not gonna do the 4 ounce because I want to do 4 ounce with jelly and jam. I'm gonna save that for later. I got some that I want to do jelly and jam on the 4 ounce, and then the ones that's on the 60 on this Pickle here, I'll do some on it, and then I'll do some on the 8 ounce as well. So that's kind of like a little different one there, and I'll be able to do those just different. I'm gonna show you guys how clean all this up, and then I'm gonna anchor you toward the stove so you can be able to see all the things I'm doing as well. And I have to prep my pan, so while I'm running water in here, getting this prepped in the pan and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you about some other little things that I do as well. What I got in my ingredients over here is I actually have a kosher type pickling. I have a spice that's also that I put into it as well, and then I added my seasoning to my water. And I did this because if you want to follow this recipe, I did 7.5 cups of water. I used Mrs. Webb packaging that's on the back of it. You can use that as well. 7.5 cups of water, 3 and 3/4 cups of pickling juice, vinegar, and then also I added in with 1 package of Mrs. Webb seasoning package. But then also on top of that, I added in a cheesecloth with some seasoning in it, spices and seasonings that will give it a different texture and flavor. And then I also added in a seasoning that would be also with it in to help it stay crunchy, and when you go to eat it, it doesn't like fall apart on you. So I'm using hot water, so this will help speed up the process. I got my fire on high. And you can choose how you want to do it. If you don't want to know how, that's cool. If you want to, it's totally up to you. Now that's what I do, since I'm going to use 2 of these 64 ounce cups. This is how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and get 2 of these cups here. I got my jars and my lids behind here. Make sure I tops of my lids work, and they do. I did this trick last year, and actually worked it better because you're supposed to actually boil this, but what I did is actually ran hot water into a pan, and my water get really hot. So I put it in there and let it sit and stir for a moment. Then once it stirred up and got good and sterilized, I took it out of that hot water that come out of my sink because it's similar to the boiling water here. And then I immersed them into the water. So that'll give them a real hot bath. And I'm gonna use some other candy jars as well. And you can do yours how you like. If you wanna be able to go in and do it a different way. Hello everyone, how you doing? If you want to be able to go in and just borrow your now you can borrow your stuff, but that'd be fine if that's how you want to do it. I did it last year that same way as well, but this is like a little different this year. But if your water gets stalling like mine, then hey, go for it. If it don't, then I understand. Trust me, I do. If you want to do it the old school way, then do it the old school way. It's really, it just depends on how you want to do it and what your time and frame and how the way you want to do it. Yeah, it's like pretty hot right there. Like I said, it's just totally up to you how you want to do it. I'm gonna do mine this way just to save some time. It'll still come out the same way. You're not gonna come against anything that you're doing, but you want to get it good, hot, and sterilized anyway. You're gonna cook it. So once you put your ingredients and everything in there, you want it to seal. Have a good seal on it. And all you gotta do is let it sit in that hot water for a few minutes. Just put some hot water in the pan and let it just sit there. It's gonna take like maybe about 5 minutes. Might even take that long. A few minutes. Let it sit there. And you want to do your tops as well. You want your tops and everything to sit in that hot water as well. And then you want to be able to get them out of there. And sometimes I use tongs to get them out of there because it be so hot. And then other times, these big jars, I use my hand. But if I want to be able to get them out of there without doing all that, then I won't. I'll just use tongs to get them out of there with. And you just let it sit in there for a moment. It's gonna kill any bacteria that's on it. It's gonna kill it. So what you want to do is you want to get your paper towel. I still got my fire going over here behind me. So you're gonna get your paper towel. I fold like 3 paper towels over, put it over to the side, and I take the paper towel and I just put them directly on the paper towel. What this gonna do is this will pull any other moisture out of there because once you lock that seal up, you don't want that. You don't want the seal to be wet. You want that seal to be kind of dry. And then once you seal it, it's pretty much good to go from there. So I'm gonna put a couple of jars in, let them sit in the water here. And welcome everyone if you're coming to my station right now. You're seeing this live, so please like, subscribe, and follow me on my YouTube. If you're seeing this and you're wondering what in the world I'm doing, I'm about to can some pickles and stuff. Now, why this is, I got that running, that sitting over there smoking down right now because the water is hot. And like I said, I already washed these tomatoes here. So I'm actually going to switch you guys around so you can see exactly what I'm doing at a different angle as well. Does he speak Spanish? No, I don't speak Spanish. If y'all talking to me, I don't speak Spanish, but I wish I did. I could maybe help you out a little more. But I don't speak Spanish. If that's the question, is for me. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this over to the side. Let that water boil up behind me here. Top on, let it do what it got to do behind me here. And so I'm gonna grab old Faithful here in a second. Let me get these jokers and wash them on up. Now you can do this with your peels on, or you can do it with your peels off. I prefer peels on. I want to get all the nutrition from the pickles that I can possibly get. And I canned it just like the Lord gave. The Lord put it in the yard like that. And so I'll come back with cold water on these because I don't want to pre-cook them before I cook them. Just rinse them off. Give them a good rinse down. And just let them rinse real good right here. Now, when I say Old Faithful, I got some good knives here that I call Old Faithful. This is one of my parent knives here. And then I got some other knives as well. So while this is cooking over here, water coming up pretty good. What I'm gonna do is take a couple of these here. And I'm gonna slice these up. Hope you put in the link below what channel I make channel up. If you got a YouTube channel, let me know and add it on there, and I will definitely come support you on your YouTube channel. But if you're also in a different country, as they say in Spanish on there, let me know that, and I'll see can I get the thing where I can actually change the channels up and be able to do it in a different language. I would help you out on that end. I took that little middle part off because sometimes it's cool. It can stay there if you want it to stay there. If you don't want these on here, I grabs it, press it down, pop it out. Now this knife is on. Let me grab this knife. The parent knife is not doing what I need it to do. And you can cut it thin or thick, however you want to do it. I prefer a little thickness on it. And it's totally up to you how you put it in your jars. If you haven't tried Pickles pineapple tomato, and because a lot of people take the green tomato, they will fry them, and they are good fried too. But if you haven't tried pickles, have tried them pickled, I encourage you to try it. They are very, very tender, and they stay crunchy. So it's not like something that's going to be losing its flavor or coming against anything that you're doing. They actually will do real good. I made a bunch of these last year, and I ate them up. I should say we ate them up, but I ate a majority of them up. And it does real good. Now, if you don't want this big part here in the middle, you take your paring knife and you just pare it out. You don't have to actually have that in there. It's totally up to you. That's what you want. I don't care. It doesn't matter with me because once I cook it, it's gonna be done anyway. But just for that purpose there, and you can go however thickness or non-thickness on how you want to do it. If you want to do these jokers whole, you can drop them straight in and do them straight whole. It's totally up to you. However you want to do them. Or if you want to fry these jokers like they are, fry them, dry them, wash them up, put some egg yolk, put them in egg yolk, and take them and put them in batter. You're gonna put it in almost like a cornmeal batter, fry it up, and then sit back and enjoy yourself. Also, you can make your own personal tomato sauce with these. So you can take these here, and you will actually boil these, blanch them, take the skin off, and then you actually puree the tomatoes, and then you get your own personal, and then you add your own ingredients and different stuff like that. You have your own personal um, sauce for your spaghetti or whatever you do. And this is all, you don't have, you know what's in it. You don't have to sit there and read your menu to find out what all in it, because you know all the ingredients and all the spices and all the things that you're adding into it. You know what's a part of it that's in your ingredients as well to put with your stuff. So you'll automatically know. You don't have to second guess. You don't have to say, if I'm eating healthy, is this healthy enough for me? Because you know you have your healthy ingredients in there. And so that's a good thing, and the most favorite part about having this and growing stuff directly from my garden is because I want to have a healthy meal. I don't want anything that's going to be halfway healthy or halfway unhealthy coming out that's not going to be doing what we got to do. I want it where I want to be healthy. I want the nutrition value of what is being given to me and being received to me. Now this one is a little hard, which is fine, but at the same time, you notice I'm cutting up quite a bit of it off. I don't follow all that. Now over here behind me is my container going, and I'm about to check it to make sure. And the reason I cut that off is because this then went bad, and I don't want that in my stuff. And you can basically check your stuff and see how you like it as well. All right, that looks good back here. All right, so here's how I'm gonna plate this up, or I should say layer this, because I got all the green ones done. Not all the green, but I got majority of the green ones done here. And I'm gonna start with this jar here. Um, so I'm gonna come in, and I'm just make a pour in a jar. Just put it directly in your jar. And this is one of the reasons I like using these 64-ounce jars. They're gonna hold a lot. I give it a good press down. And it's totally up to you how you want to do it. I like them like this here. It's to your preference and your taste buds on how you want to do it. You can put it whole. You can put it a little ways. And what this is going to do, this process that I'm doing, it will actually keep you. You can keep this up to 2, maybe 3 years, as long as you keep it sealed properly. If you open it, you break the seal on it. Do not put it back in your cabinet. Actually, put it in your refrigerator. Eat it, and consume it. Uh, and you can consume it and stay in your refrigerator up to 6 months, and you can actually continue to eat it. Um, it can stay up to 3 to 4 years in your cabinets. You want to put it in a cool spot in the cabinets instead of sticking it in cabinets where the heat rises all the way to the top. I would put it in the lower cabinets, or I put it in a cabinet that is going to keep it from being condensed and marks to it. Now, what you can also do with this, if you want to do, you can add peppers in here. That would help bring this alive. You have peppers and tomatoes and stuff like that. You mix your formula up in here. If you want to come back and get you a seasoning off of here, after it and marinated in, you can come back and do that. You want to come back and grab this and use it for basing different food. You want to use tomatoes for different parts of your um, food line. Like say you want to just eat it with your, if you just want to come and eat it out of the jar, you can do that too. But if you just want to eat it and add it into your salads or add it for your lettuce, I mean not lettuce, add it to your spaghetti, you'll have it here, and it's going to make a big difference once it's coming from here to there. So um, this will give you a whole. It's a variety of stuff you can do with this. A lot of variety of stuff. Then the other part of it is that when you do it like this is very good health wise information for you. And so those are just some of the simple things you can do, and it'll help you out simple to get that done that way. And this one is gonna be all green, and I'm gonna do one in between with pickles and this. So if you want to. Most people cut the ends off the pickle, turn around, cut the other end off the pickle, and then slice up, and then take the ends and throw it away. I don't do that because I want the whole entire pickle. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna just slice this pickle up. You can slice it big, slice it thin, however you want to do it. I'm gonna do it thin because in this one, it's not gonna just be just the pickles by itself. It's gonna be pickles and tomatoes. So this is gonna be your green tomato jar here. If you want to put a lid on it just to keep it for safety reason, you can set your lid right here and just put that on top. because anything straight out the garden has a different taste and texture than they do when you buy in the store. And the reason for that is that if you didn't use any chemicals in your garden, you have a natural um, source of energy. But if you buy it and you put added chemicals in your garden, then you have a different taste as well. So the chemicals will make a difference from what you're doing from versus buying out of the store. These cucumbers have a different type texture versus getting from the store. So I'm gonna take this one right here that is a red tomato. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, red. And this one is gonna come. I'm gonna cut it kind of not so big. I gave a friend of mine a jar of this, and she said, "You ever make that again? I want to buy a jar." She said that was entirely too good to just be giving away for free. And all I did was make it out of pickles and tomatoes. Um, that's all I did. And then I added my special seasoning to it. If y'all new here, please like, subscribe, follow me on my YouTube channel. Add me to it, hit that notification bell. So you can all get all the upcoming things that I have as well as the things I do have. You can go back and take a look at some of my other videos if you like to. And you can see how I'm converting my front yard to a garden. That's in one of the beautiest parts ever. So this jar I got to do it. I didn't tie my lid on it, I just put it right there. This in here is gonna be what I call a layer jar. So I'm gonna put my pickles at the bottom. Like 4. And don't be afraid to get your hands in there. Layer it in there. Come back some. That. And I have help you out there too. If it goes sideways and slant it, don't worry about it. You can just reach it up, pop it right around, get it back in there, and put it back up on top. And I will make up jars that I can sell for this as well. I'll come back and let everybody know what my prices will. If you're in the market and want to purchase some, you'll be able to purchase it from me. And this is all natural. It'll be good eating for you as well. When it get a little higher, you can kind of like put your hands in there. Get it just right. Kind of just dance it around in there. Make it look good. another tomato. Check on my water back up there. Yeah, boiling on that. See how pretty that looking? Layer that joke in there, just like that there. Layer it in there. Turn this. So you get your, once it gets to boiling, you pull your pan off of it and come back and layer that joker. And this one, since it's so small, I'll actually take this and off. And I make my own juice as well, so guys. I have a business called Divine Juice. I also write books as well. Our business is called Divine Juice. We make our own personal cold juice. We believe in natural ingredients. We wanted to be healthy, and so we started doing our own stuff. So I have a own juice as well. We have our own juice business, and then we also have this is our garden. This will be our garden business here, and so and this is how that's why I say I'll teach you how to convert your front yard to a garden. A lot of people use their backyards or the sides. If you don't have a front yard, you can get a pot, a plant. If you got a trellis or you got a deck, and you say I want to grow and I just don't have the stuff that I need to have and all that, you can be able to get those things with no problem. It's just a matter of what you're actually looking for to get and everything. And so it can be done. I don't believe nothing can't be done. It can be done if you want it done. Put it like that. If that's something you really looking forward to do, having your deck, having your thing that's laid out where you can make your own garden and have something, you can get it. It can be done. Um, and it can be done right, so that when you do it, it's done. It'll be looking real good when you do it. That's how. That's how beautiful it'll be. That's how beautiful it'll be because it can definitely be done. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. I believe anything can be done if you put your mind to it. You you're on a job, a career, a goal in life. You're really trying to make it be your own. You can do it. Uh, you want to be successful. You can do it. no such thing if it can't be done. That's not incorrect. It can be done. It doesn't matter how you want to do it and what you want to do to make it be successful. Your success is not built upon somebody else's words. It's built upon what you can do. Your desire, your heart, the things that make you feel good, what you love to do and enjoy doing. That's what success is. It's not all this. It's not everything that people say it is, or the things that people grab and say this will be successful on this level, that'll be successful on that level. You know, success is what you make it. If you desire for it to be something to be successful, trust me, it will be successful. It's your desire, it's your heart, what your heart desire is. You know, and that would be that's the success. That's the lifestyle. That's what you're living for. You're living for that success, that rate, and you will have it. You can be very successful. You can make it. There's no such thing as you can't make it in life. There's no such thing as I'm gonna give up and walk away. There's no such thing in that. Because you are what you desire to be. You say you're gonna be a doctor, be a doctor. You say you're gonna be a lawyer, be a lawyer. You say you're gonna be a scientist, be a scientist. Whatever you say, you're gonna be that. Don't let no one on this earth, man, woman, boy, girl, dog, cat, no one, nothing, devil, nothing, stop you from being successful because you can be that successful and that's what you're gonna be. That's my motto for the and how I live my life because I am successful. See how beautiful it is? It's called Hare. So you got pickles, tomatoes, all of it. And that's a layer. And that's beautiful. You get ready to eat this joker, you're gonna hurt yourself. Just gonna tell you right now, you will hurt yourself. So let me get my container over here. And I'm gonna fill some more jars up. How would you do this, Kenny? I'm glad you asked. Hare one. I didn't know I bought one. That's gonna take that back there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use that. And you got a kit. This kit here, I get it from Walmart. I think it's like $17, $18. You can buy the kit if you want to. Dang, the kit, do that. I'm actually gonna use a cup. I designed this cup right here, and I do have it on my website. So it's called Faith, Hope, and Peace. It's on my Shopify website, I think. Still on there. And I designed this cup as well. Now I cooked it this and I let it cool down some, so I'm not sticking a cold cup into hot boiling water. So they do that nature. But I am going to stir it because I do have some. Anyway, it's in there somewhere. So if you want to be able to do this an easy way, it's the easy way. You put it in and let it do itself. Yeah. All that fighting, you gotta fight it. Air bubbles and all it's gonna work itself out. And it's gonna do what it's gotta do and work itself out. And you let it sit like that for a moment. And I'm going to show you how to use this. And also, this is like $1.48 at Walmart if you want to get the bubbles out. I do it this way, let it sit for a moment. And then I don't have to fight no bubbles. And I just pour it on there and let it do what it got to do. You want to stir it up a little bit, get the seasoning in there. You can do that as well. And it's best you pack it first before you add any of your juices. Because you want to get it good and packed. You don't want your hand going back in this once you got all this in here. And this is your whole ingredients. This is everything you need. Because once you put it over here in the containers, it's going to cook and do what it got to do. And it's not going to take long because that water is already hot. So it's not going to take long. It's not going to be like a process where you're taking like all night to do something. You want to bring that stuff all the way up to the top. You get your. I bought one of these tonight because I didn't think I had one. So the one I bought, I should take back. So what you want to do is you want to see how the bubbles is popping up there. So you actually want to, you can use either one. This is like a layer that got measurement on this one here. I prefer to use inside because I can get into there and just hold the jar. And once you do that, it's going to relieve pressure off the side. And your stuff is going to pop up. Don't worry about that. It's because once you get it in there, you can just pop this back down in there. So, see how that water was all to the top? I put this in there. And you would think this little plastic thing wouldn't do nothing, but it's actually doing more than what you're thinking it's doing. Because remember, it was up here like that there. Now it's up, popping up. So here where you want to take it, hold your thumb right there on it. And you want to get, and all it's doing is getting that extra bubbles out of there. It's getting that extra air out of that, out of this. And then you take it here, press down on the top. And I press it on here and hold it for a few minutes. And then I put the top on there. And the reason I do this versus doing the other way is that if I got any air still in here, it's gonna seep up out of here. And then plus it's gonna lock these juices in. And then so I make sure that's good like that. I get a clean paper towel. Let me get a clean paper towel. And here's your ultimate trick here. Clean paper towel. You're gonna come around it. Do not get it in your stuff if you can. You're gonna clean that edge. That paper towel. Now that's very important for your sealing purposes. And then you want to take the paper towel and clean this edge. Get it real clean, all dry, as dry as you possibly can. I get both sides good and dry. So I know for a fact ain't nothing on these tops, even in here. I do this good and dry. That's what I'm finna get ready to do is I'm finna get ready to place this like this. This going like this. And I'm not tightening it. I'm just putting it on there like this. And I'm gonna let it sit like that. It's not tight. Once I put it in and let it do all the stuff it's gonna do, this top will pop down, and then I can tighten this back up, and it's pretty much done. Now this in here, if you look at it, you see how the bubbles was trying to come up. You can turn it. You got all this in there. It's gonna get that good texture in there. And so you put a date on this joker, which is today's date. And then you're pretty much ready to roll, rock and roll. Clean it off. Get your rack. Come over here. Take your rack here. Top off on here. So you got a little paper oven here. Your rack open in. This one is so heavy. Actually, yeah, my cookies out there want to bark all of a sudden. Straight down. And then I'm going to add more water to it. Because I got it on both angles, I'm going to do that. Y'all still there with me? Alrighty. So, you take jar number 2 and do the same thing we did with jar number 1. And because these jars are so big, I'm only going to put 2 jars in at a time with this in my container. If they were smaller jars like them, I'll put a whole bunch of them in there. Again, come around that rim. Drag that joker on. Take that one out. Throw this one out. Hit the inside of this one. Just double. All this is double checking. It might not be wet. Might not. But just in case, put it on there. Try it out. Give it a good twist. Undo it. Make sure it's equal. Like that. Again, do the time test. This way. That's good to go. And then you got it like that there. I'm gonna see what's wrong with my dogs while they bark because they don't want them on. Y'all hush out there. Stop that. And that's how you do your canning. And these are 2 big jars here. I'm sure you on here. Got right here on the stove. Those are 2 big jars canning. And then I have the little jars here as well. So these are the little smaller jars here. And this is the canning. This is how I can. And so And this is just only with this stuff here. So it's actually a lot smoother. And I'm using two eyes on my stove for this here because basically because it's so big. But it also does a real good job if I just use one eye. Oh no. Now since those jars are so tall, I gotta add more water to it because I want the water has to be at a good base on it so you can be able to actually get it. And then plus on top of that, I'm gonna add the lid to it. The lid is gonna help make it secure and settle in too. So y'all bear with me as I do that. And with that, I don't have to add all this water. I'm using hot water so it won't really take away from the temperature of the water itself. So this is at a pretty good level, but I'm also going to add a little bit more because I want it to come up just a little bit higher than that because of the jars being so big. Now, plus price range for these type jars and everything in it. And that's pretty high there. I'm not gonna go no higher because it's pretty much at the top level. I just add my top on it and let it do what it gotta do. Now for us, these jars here, price wise, this is like a 20. This would be like $25 for what I would sell this for. And because of the fact it can last you a year or years, depends on when you do it. And you might say, well, that's pretty steep, that's pretty high. But that's just not because when you think about buying tomatoes, buying cucumbers, buying the jar, buying all the things, time consuming stuff to put into it and all that, you actually would average out way more than just 20 to $25. And then plus, I'm not just adding something small into it. I'm actually adding some real ingredients and stuff. This is a healthy treat, healthy snack. It's gonna benefit you in the long run. So that's only on this size jar. These other size jars will be actually a lot smaller. Like in this jar here will actually be a lot cheaper than this in average. Of course, naturally it would be. And so it's not gonna be something like, well, man, I don't want to spend that kind of money. It's up to you. But I'm just telling you what I did. You do what you gotta do. You do what you do on your invention. I'm doing what I do on my invention. And so the thing of it is, the question is, would you want something healthy or would you just want to have something that's gonna be there? So that's the question. And I'm not doing anything just for the sake of just doing something. I'm doing it because I have a purpose, I have a will, I have a reason for why I'm doing what I'm doing. I thank you guys for hanging with me for this hour while I've been doing this here. And I haven't realized it's been a whole hour, but it does take a little time to cut the stuff up and actually get everything prepped and ready. And so I do appreciate you guys hanging with me for that time frame. I also appreciate you guys liking and subscribing to this video. And appreciate you guys if you want to leave me some comments below as well. I appreciate that as well. So I do look at all my comments and I do look at everything. So if you like to leave comments and let me know what you think about the products, or you thinking that, maybe this is too high, this is too that. Hey, leave me a comment. You like what I'm doing? Leave me a comment on that as well. If it's something that you're interested in and want to be a part of this channel, and as well, and say, hey, I wouldn't mind learning a little bit more. Let me come subscribe to this channel. Come and be a participant of it. If you want to become a top fan of this channel, do that. Trust me. If you have your own YouTube channel and you say, hey, don't nobody support my YouTube channel, well, put it in the link, put it in the inbox and send it to me. And I'll be happy to support your YouTube channel as you are supporting my YouTube channel. That's how that works. Iron sharpen iron, and we can sharpen each other's iron and be able to help each other out and get it done. Just simple as that. So let me know if you're able to do those things or not. If that's something that you really want to do, that's something you want to work toward, hey, by all means, let's work toward it together. I'm going to cut this and show you how beautiful it is on the inside, because this is what we call a big boy steak tomato. See how beautiful that is? Big boy steak tomato right there. So you get a different flavors. It ain't like I'm putting all the tomatoes are the same in the jars. They're different ones. So it's not like you're going to taste this. You're like, man, that tomato tastes different. Why does this taste different? Because it's different variety. Now, cucumbers are also different. They're not all the same. Even though they look humongous and big and everything, and you cut them, they look just like the same. But they're not. They are totally different cucumbers. Just like they're totally different tomatoes. I'll show you this in here. Look how beautiful that one is. Totally different. So you want to get these two and put them side by side, you got a totally different tomato. And that's the beauty of having your own stuff. Just showing you different varieties right here. Look at this. 3 different tomatoes. And they're all different. Deep red, beautiful tomatoes. All 3 of them, totally different tomatoes. So you're not just getting one tomato in this thing. You're getting the total taste of 3, possibly 4 different tomato tastes. And they're just different tomato tastes. I'm gonna get another one. Let me get this. This is different from that. Just to show you a different variety of them. I'll cut this one up. And watch this. Got that one. Got this one. Got that one. 4 different tomatoes. 4 different varieties of eating. 4 different types. And that's all going into a jar. And all this is healthy eating. Every last bit of it is healthy eating. There are different types. This is a steak tomato. Here, this is the cherry tomato. Here, this is the early girls here. And so you have all the different ones. You got you got the Mabel tomato as well. Mabel tomato is going to be this is a Mabel tomato. So you have a Mabel tomato that is also different than these here. It's almost similar to the dark or red one here. They're almost similar as well, but they're just a little bit different. Again, different tomatoes. Yeah, another. Let me get another one here. Let's get a grade. So we just want to show. So you just want to showcase your tomatoes, and you just grab them and showcase. Showcase them. Wait, look at that. Just beautiful. This is what God did. And just think, there's 1,500. There's other different types that I don't even have on here on the table. And that's 1,500 that I looked up. It might be more than that. Just waiting to be discovered, waiting to be eaten, waiting to be tasted, waiting to be taken in, lived upon, loved upon, just waiting to come in. But that's just a lot. Just the beauty of it. You got the different cucumbers just waiting to be chewed upon. It's just yeah. And this all is fresh. I'm talking about it just smell fresh. So you get these beautiful jokers. I'm gonna cut that one more time. I'm gonna take these jokers and we're gonna layer these jokers here. And you can layer these with whatever. I'm just having to doing this because I got cucumbers and these cucumbers and tomatoes that just happen to be the ones that's right for right now. Don't necessarily have to be these. It can be whatever you want to layer with. Whatever you want to put in here. Your thing, your jars, however you want to do it, whatever make you happy. That's what you put in. And that's how you get that one later. That beautiful lady. And like I said, you can do either it's a variety of however you want to do it. So I really want to thank you guys for hanging with me this late in the nighttime. Thank you for being a part of it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish all this here up, and then I'm gonna go get me some sleep because I gotta go to work in the morning. And you guys have a blessed and great afternoon. And remember to like, share, subscribe, and definitely share this video with everyone you know. And y'all be blessed and have a great afternoon or a great night, rather.